Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode of Leatherneck Insider for the spring 2026 semester. I'm Patrick Cummings.
And I'm Glenn Novak. We're starting things off with our TSSR Game Time Live Athlete of the Week. Kobe Blackmon got the chance to speak to this week's winner.
Welcome back to Athlete of the Week presented by TSSR Game Time Live. This week I'm with cross-country and track and field player Brody Parker. Brody, how are you?
I'm pretty good today. How are you?
I'm doing good. Starting off freshman season, just talk me through how the transition went from high school to now.
My high school training was pretty hard, and so like the training aspect of it's not been too different. It's just like the up and downs. I battled a hamstring injury coming into this track season, so getting that worked on all off season and cross. I mean, kind of battled back decently well. I was happy with this weekend, but I feel like I got a lot better times coming ahead. So.
For sure, you talk about those times you broke a PR this past weekend, a couple actually. And is there any player that you, when you got here, has helped you along the way?
I'd say Logan Beckmeyer. I mean, I've known him for as long as I can remember, so it was always nice to have a guy that coming in I knew exactly what it was going to be like and who he was going to be, and so it's nice to have that guy there. And then Easton, he showed me around. I mean, he was living on my dorm floor, so it's always nice to have them there with me. And then Evan, I talked to him when I came on my visit here for the first time. It was nice to meet him, and then we kind of just are basically like growing up again together.
Yeah, just talk to me about the community within track and field. So many players, so many different athletes that do different things. Just talk about how you all stay together as a group.
Yeah, there's so many different athletes in track. It's just, but everybody's coming together at once. Like everybody. We know everybody. We're nice to everybody. They're always cheering for you at all times. It's just a good competition. I mean, you're always there for everybody. It's like a big family.
All right, for sure. Fun question here. We run 3 miles. I started at that 1.5 mark halfway. Do you think you can catch me in that time?
I mean, I've always thought track and cross country has always been a big confidence thing. I think I can get anybody in that type of thing. But and if not, I'm gonna work until I can get anybody I want to get in that. So I think I can. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Brody, for your time. I'm Kobe Blackmon, Brody Harker. I'm Kobe Blackmon, reporter for Leatherneck Inside.
Thanks, Kobe, and congrats to freshman Brody Harker on the first-time nomination. The men's track and field team traveled to Kansas this weekend for the De Los Dodds Invitational.
Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we'll be talking about the hardwood. See you then.
Our story began with a spark that started on the prairies of Western Illinois. From a bell tower which stood as a new beacon of knowledge for all to see, to the cranes that swing over campus today, advancing our vision to inspire, educate, and lead. That spark ignited a legacy of students using their talents and perseverance to make the world a better place in ways big and small. In this 125th year, we celebrate the remarkable journey of Western Illinois University, a milestone marked by dedication, boundless ambition, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. We have pushed the envelope far beyond what our founders could have imagined. We have broken new ground, set records, and made discoveries. Whatever challenges we have faced over the years, we grow stronger from them and evolve. We remain devoted to our fighting Leatherneck spirit, the spirit of the underdog that fuels creativity, generosity, and determination. Leathernecks can be found in communities across the state, the country, and the world, doing their part to be a positive force wherever they go. Today, in Macomb and the Quad Cities, students from all walks of life meet to share ideas and aspirations. Our students bring new perspectives and aim to be part of something bigger than themselves. The Leatherneck legacy lives inside these walls and in all of us. Together, we are marching on.
Welcome back to Leatherneck Insider. Recently, WIU superstar basketball player Mina Castro won OVC Player of the Week, and she's also on the Becky Hammond Player of the Year watch list. My partner, Patrick Cummings, had the chance to speak to Nicastro about her recent success.
WIU women's basketball player Mia Nicastro recently won OVC Player of the Week and earned a spot on the Becky Hammond Player of the Year watch list. I had the opportunity to speak to Nicastro about her accomplishments.
It's definitely a really just humbling honor and something that kind of puts everything in perspective and makes you feel just lucky to have the opportunities that I have. But I would not be here without all the opportunities that my coaches and my teammates have given me here at Western. They have so much belief in me. They have so much confidence in me. They are just such great people to be around, and they're so supportive. And even better than the accolades is the season that we're having and the success that we're having as a team. So I would take that any day over the accolades for sure.
Nicastro was then asked how her leadership role has changed from first playing in St. Louis to now playing for WIU.
Yeah, I think anywhere you go, as you grow from a underclassman to an upperclassman, you're naturally going to become more of a leader. I think here I've just tried my best to be someone that my teammates can look up to, someone that they can, look to and trust, to lead them and to be a good teammate and to be someone that they can talk to and they can, just be close with. And I just try my best to really lead everyone in a specific way that is personal to them and how they need to be led, and try to lead with my play, but then also lead just with my words on and off the court and how I interact with my teammates and how I build those relationships.
Last season, the Leathernecks had an overall record of 17-17. This season, the Leathernecks currently are tied for first place in their conference. Nicastro was asked what has changed within the team since last year.
I think we just came into this year with so much confidence and so much experience, knowing what we could do, knowing what we were capable of as a team, and we kind of just came in with no time to die attitude. Like, we just have gotten so much better at handling adversity, handling in-game adversity. We've gotten so much better at playing together, playing tough. I think this is, so many opposing coaches have said that we are just such a tough, physically tough team to play against. And we just love playing basketball with each other. We're all such good friends, and when you're having fun and you're, close with your teammates and you're all just playing good basketball and playing unselfishly, it's a recipe for success.
This is Patrick Cummings reporting from Leatherneck Insider.
Thanks, Patrick. Congratulations to me and Nicastro, and good luck to the Leathernecks.
The women's basketball team recently finished a road trip game against the Southern Indiana Screaming Eagles in the Liberty Arena. The Leathernecks were led by a dominant performance by Mia Nicastro, who scored 24 points and getting 8 defensive rebounds. Addie Brownfield, on the other hand, went 3 for 5 from three-point range and getting 14 points. The Leathernecks defeated the Screaming Eagles 72-62 and are currently first in the OVC conference.
For the men's team, they struggled against Southern Indiana. The top performer for the Leathernecks was senior forward Isaiah Griffin, scoring 13 points and getting 2 rebounds. Western Illinois lost 96-64. Both the men's and women's teams play host to UT Martin today at 1 and 3:30.
Over to Macomb High, the boys basketball team improved to 15-7 following a strong 48-29 win over the Bushnell Spartans. Drew Watson led the way with 17 points, while Noah Hoge finished with 10 points.
The girls' basketball team celebrated senior night in dominating fashion, taking down the Farmington Farmers with a final score of 66-17. This included the Bombers' defense holding the Farmers to just 6 points in the first half. The Bombers improved to 15-9 on the season.
We're not finished just yet, as we gave you information about Western Illinois football team latest signings.
Hey, you'll find your school.
I just want to find a place where I can be myself. I want to try new things. I want to find my people. I want to make a difference. I want to have a place to grow, to make mistakes, to learn new things. And I want to do college on my own terms.
Welcome to the University Union. Serving as the center of campus life, the Union is a great place to hang out with friends for lunch, meet with a student organization, attend events, or take advantage of one of our lounge spaces to study or relax in between classes. The University Union is here for you.
Welcome back inside Salee Hall. Leatherneck Insider reporter Glenn Novak had the opportunity to talk to Western Illinois football coach Joshua Caraway about his particular roles within the team.
I spoke to Coach Caraway about how he went from 1 to 3 roles.
I originally did get hired to be the special teams coordinator. That's what I've done with a big part of my career, both on the East Coast and in the Midwest before I got here. But started off as the special teams guy. I was actually coaching on the defensive side of the ball. But we had some coaches that actually took other jobs. That was spring 24, shortly after we all got here. And it just kind of happened during one of the recruiting visits. And Coach asked me, referring to Coach Davis, asked me if I was comfortable with running this recruiting visit with our previous recruiting coordinator leaving. We ran the visit. We ended up getting 2 out of the 3 recruits that were visiting on that visit, and I guess the rest is history as far as taking that on right there. And then we started off actually on the defensive side of the ball when I first got here. I was coaching the outside linebackers. I actually did that for the first spring practice there in spring of 24. And then whenever I made the move to recruiting coordinator, Coach saw that I had a strong history on the offensive side of the ball and decided to move me over there with tight end. So again, be where your feet are, and whatever is in your path, just have 2 hands ready to work and to roll up those sleeves. And I guess that's how I got those extra duties right there.
Caraway also gave exciting remarks about this upcoming recruitment class.
I'm really fired up on all angles about this class that we've got in, both the high schoolers and the transfer portal class. You mentioned Nick Reineke. He's a linebacker coming from the P4 level, coming from Iowa State, where he had a lot of game day reps playing on special teams. Me as a special teams coordinator, I love that. And I think that he's got the ability to really help us out there on the defensive side there in the box. And then on the first signing day on, I believe that was December 3rd, we were able to sign 14 high school student athletes that wanted to be Leathernecks. 8 of those are from the state of Illinois, and I believe you mentioned Xavier Coleman was one of those. We're fired up for him and for all of those in-state guys. Obviously, we had a really great class there in 25. We had the #1 recruiting class for 25s in the conference, according to 247 Sports. So to really just follow that up with another ecstatic group of guys that we think can contribute early. I think if you watched any of our games last year, you saw those class of 25 guys were playing offense. They were on defense. They were playing for us on special teams. So it's a really big part of our program and our philosophy is that we want to find great high school players. We want to find great guys in our area and in our footprint. And ultimately, if they can help you win on Saturday, we definitely want to give them opportunities to get on the field. And I think Xavier definitely fits that bill.
I'm Glenn Novak. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Glenn. And we look forward to what the new players bring to the team next season. The WIU football team also has announced an event to help welcome their newest Leathernecks to the family. The National Signing Day event will take place Wednesday, February 4th at 6 p.m. at Sports Corner in Macomb.
In some national news, the 2026 Winter Olympics begin next week. The opening ceremony will be on February 6th, and all events will be played in Milano Cortina, Italy. The first event begins on February 4th for curling. All the events will be broadcasted through NBC and Peacock.
The Super Bowl is right around the corner as both championship round matchups are concluded, with the Patriots beating the Broncos and the Seahawks taking care of business against the Rams. The Super Bowl will be played in San Francisco at 5:30 p.m. Central Time on February 8th. That'll be a Sunday. And I don't know about you, Glenn. I do have the Seahawks winning. However, I do think it'll be a close game. I think the Patriots will keep it close, and you never know. It could be intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler.
You know, I have the Seahawks too winning that game, but I want to talk more about your Bears, Patrick, and the loss they had against the Rams. That was a very heart-wrenching loss for them.
Our family had a watch party. It was amazing, but I thought when Caleb made that throw to Cole Kmet to tie the game, I thought the Bears were possibly going to go all the way at that point, just the way things were going, the way the magic was going. But let's talk about your Steelers, on the other hand, hiring Mike McCarthy, and could we possibly see another 9-8 season review?
You know, never say never, but probably in this situation there will be another 9-8 season. Well, that's going to wrap it up. Thanks for tuning in. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at InsideWIU. For our entire crew, I'm Glenn Novak.
And I'm Patrick Cummings. Have a great week in Macomb.